Yo, what's going on YouTube? Nasif here from Click, and today we are back on Gran Turismo, and today we're in the NSX Type R on the Interlagos time trial. Now for this time trial here, we already are ranked pretty high, just under 2200 in the world, which is pretty dope, but we do clearly obviously have time to make up in comparison to the first, top 10 or top 100 or even the top few hundred people. But let's hop in, see what we can do, and hopefully not crash while we're driving. Alright, we're on our third restart now. We haven't even got a single lap in, but let's try and lock in here. Just trying to adjust from driving the race car, which I was in about 40 minutes ago, to this thing. It's way slower, and the throttle inputs are way different. I'm just trying to make the adjustment. Hopefully within a few laps I'll be able to set a quick lap here.
Alright, so this is me in post-edit here now. So this is our first lap that we set at 151.3. So fast forward a little bit here. Second and third laps, a little bit faster, 150.1. And this one is our fastest lap, I think, for the session. Unfortunately, didn't go faster than the record. For turn one, breaking in at around the, I think it's the 100 board. And obviously taking the S's, should be able to take it at almost full throttle, balancing the throttle on the way through. And then out on the long straight here, looking for the 100 board or braking just before that. And trying to ride as much curb as you can here, but missed it completely. And then easy back on the throttle in third to take us all the way up the hill into the next corner. And looking for the 50 zone, or the 50 marker there, braking at the 50 or just before it, and using trail braking to get the car to rotate around. Playing it way wide here, using literally more than track limits, and cutting it a little bit wide there. Should have gone a little bit tighter around that apex, and same for this corner here. Because the car is on sports hard tires, it's a little bit difficult to manage the understeer, I guess, for my first time being on a wheel, so it is what it is. Coming into this corner here, second gear, full throttle all the way through on the exit, and trying not to ride too much of the curb here, because if you do catch it, it can completely spin the car the wrong way. And looking at braking just quite a bit before the 50 board, probably aiming at around, I don't know, I'd say 80 to 90, and then accelerating through on the back straight, and hopefully setting a good lap here. I think the lap that we set here is something like a 149.1, something like that. Okay, so 149.7, and didn't go super quick in comparison to my fastest records. We're fast forwarding through here. You can see we had an invalid lap and a ton of just slow laps. Wasn't having it this session, was not really enjoying the first session today. So it is what it is. Trying to take a little bit too much curve there. All right, so speeding it up through here again. And over here you can see we did set a lap of 149.41. And unfortunately, while I was about half a second faster on this lap, took too much curb and completely lost the car. So ended up eating a bunch of wall on this session here.
Oh, that's rough. I think we'll try one more session and see how this goes.
And then fast forwarding through here, and unfortunately, you can quite clearly again see how this session goes as per usual. Riding too much grass and coming back on the track with too much gas and getting fucked in the ass. That's what it is there. Hashtag bars. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that session. Fast forwarding through here as well. Didn't set a great time, 150.7, and then flailing it through the first and second corners there and just eating a whole ton of wall. And that was pretty much it for this session. Frustration was setting in, and the fatigue was setting in as well. And taking a look at the leaderboards here at the end of the session. So we finished in 2,119th place with a 148.930. Unfortunately, didn't get to go any faster in this session with my lap time, but I do think there is room to improve. But that's going to be pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.